series on overcoming depression naturally. I've actually included this part to our original series because of how important this information is. I want to make sure that you got this information. I've entitled this one The Battle of the Mind because it is so vitally important that we understand what I am about to share. The brain and the mind. Now we know that the brain houses the mind, just like the computer, where we have a hardware and a software. One you can see the physical brain, you can see the hardware. However, you cannot see the mind. You cannot see the software of the computer either. The mind holds information of reasoning, judgment, spirituality, and also motivation. It sits in the frontal lobe. With that said, how do we go about dealing with things that are relating to reasoning, judgment, spirituality, and motivation? So when we're dealing with those things, we need to understand the laws that governs the mind. Everything in this universe has laws that governs it. As a man thinketh, so is he, the Bible says. And also, by beholding, we become changed. Just like the laws of gravity is real, you can choose to agree with it or you can choose not to agree with it, but it's still a factual statement. We must choose to focus on what is positive, what is lovely, what is just, as we discussed. But if we choose to think on the negative, evil, wrong, we will have that outcome as well with the mind, because it's a law that governs the mind. Bad outcome is a result of what we are processing in our brain. Good outcome is a result of what we're processing in our brain as well. There is something very supernatural about the mind that we need to understand. The battle is that God wants to have control over our lives, but so does the enemy. The enemy also wants control over our mind, and everything that happens in our mind is supernatural. It's not you just thinking upon those things automatically. It happens because there are forces causing us to think on either direction that we choose. The Bible said that we are to choose life and not death. We are to do good and not evil. Choose righteousness and not of wrong. Anytime we choose those negative things is because we have chosen to choose that aspect. All we have is a choice. These negative thoughts, these positive thoughts are going to come. It's automatically going to happen. It happens to all of us, every last one of us. However, we choose which direction we want to dwell upon. We either choose to think positively, choose to do right, or we choose to do wrong, or choose negatively. But one thing I want to encourage you with is that the choice doesn't come automatically for some of us. It takes practice to choose what's right. It takes practice to do what's right as well. It takes practice to focus on things that are lovely. It takes practice. It does not come just because you want it to happen. Getting up in the morning and saying, I will choose life over death today. It is a choice that God has given us, and with that, you can be successful with overcoming depression naturally. Choose today and practice daily. It's not overnight for most of us, and it is not something that automatically our brains are going to pick up until we train our minds to choose and practice choosing continuously the things that are righteous, the things that are good, the things that are lovely. So practice today. Start today practicing the things that we know we are to do. By so doing, your mind will adjust into the likeness of Christ and into what is right. So, That was a mouthful, but please take consideration that this information is the truth. If you have not done so, like this video as we continue to share more information on how to overcome this disease, and also as we continue to share what the Lord has inspired us to share with you. Subscribe to our channel so you can continue to get more videos. We have a fabulous survey that's completed for you to check your happiness level. Yes, check your happiness level. Go on our website on inversefocus.com and click on the information and follow the questions there on the survey to see that will show you your level of happiness. God bless. Hope to see you next time, and stay tuned for part 7 of our series. We're coming to the end, so hang in there. God bless.